right.
Okay, I'm recording. They're going to hate me. I forgot to record. Anyway, I'll be on campus probably on Wednesdays if anybody's going to be there. If you call my campus phone, it will forward that as a voicemail to me, so that I will get your message through my email. So if you need to contact me, go ahead and do that, or you can just email me directly.
Dr. Brooks?
Uh-huh.
Your email says jbrooks8@fhsu.edu. Is that at mail.fhsu.edu?
No, it's just at it's JL Brooks. It's actually,
okay. Thank you.
Brooks with the number 8 at FHSU.edu.
Okay.
The mail is a Google account. Without the word mail, and it is an Outlook account. Instructors have 2 accounts.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Juliet, can you hear me?
I check my email every morning around 8 o'clock or earlier, and I check it off and on all day long. I stop checking everything about 9 o'clock. I need to take care of myself also. So if you send an email and I don't reply to you within 24 hours, it's because it did not come through. The only time that I would reply within 24 hours on Blackboard, if I'm going to be out of town and won't have access to email, I would let you know ahead of time. But other than that, you would get a reply from me within 24 hours. Assignments are going to be due on Sunday night, and I plan on spending Monday afternoon and Tuesday mornings grading. So you'll by Wednesday.
Thank you.
So that's my plan. Okay.
Sunday night is more real for people that work during the week instead of.
Okay, I can't hear you. Can you speak up a little bit?
I think I really appreciate that. I don't know this mean Sunday night, because the other teachers sometimes it's on Wednesday at 4 o'clock or Friday, and being a teacher, we are working all, so it's better for us to have all the time, and then the weekend, although we have the weekend to work on the assignments, and it's better we can relax unless we can have extra time. So I really appreciate that it's Sunday night.
Well, thank you. That was what I preferred myself, so that's the way I set it up. So on weekends, I'll check my mail 3 or 4 times a day if you have questions. Unless I tell you that I'm going to be out of town and don't have access to a computer, okay? But I will try and check. I will try to be as responsive to you as I can be, because I know how frustrating it is to have a question and nobody's there to answer it.
Yes, yes.
When you look at the belief system that the advanced education program has, it's the world, and they've got, their conceptual framework. They have the content is there, they have technology, and they have the pedagogy. The content is what you're going to teach. The technology includes tools that you're going to use to teach it. But you don't use technology just for technology's sake. You use it when it's appropriate, and you use it in the appropriate manner. So, think about that a little bit. And then pedagogy is learning how to teach what you're teaching. So then when you look at their TPAC, look at how the way things, if all of them overlap for each other. It's just amazing that technology, pedagogy, and content all overlap. That's what makes really great teachers. So on your syllabus, you also have the Kansas State Department of Ed high incidence standard and the standards for gifted. And then you have the learning outcomes according to the licensure, and that's also for the Council for Exceptional Children standards. So part of the policies for the program are, when you're talking about someone with a disability, they're a person first and a disability second. So you would say a student with a learning disability, not a learning disabled student. So you always say the person first. And the attendance is, I can't stress how important it is to try to attend the Zoom sessions. There's only, I think there's only 3, including this one, I think there are 4 per class. So there's not very many nights, and I try to keep them brief. And then I may post additional videos that you can watch at different times. If I see that everybody's struggling with the same kind of a concept, I'll post an additional short video to help you out, but not anything that you would have to attend. All of your assignments should be submitted in Word. I do not want any PDFs because I can't mark on them. When they're submitted in Word, I can grade them on the machine in Blackboard. Policy for the advanced education programs is assignments that are submitted later automatically deducted 10%. So staying caught up is very important. If you know that you're going to be gone or that you have an extra busy week coming up, work ahead a little bit if at all possible. Plagiarism is not acceptable. I do run assignments through Safe Assign, so it'll tell me what percent of it matches somebody else's words. There's a policy on that about the first time you get a 0 for that percent of the assignments, it's plagiarized, and then the next time it's reported too. Somebody's having trouble. Just 1 second, let me see if I can help this person. Anyway, then it has to be reported to the offices real quick. Let's see if I can get back on here. Let me reply to this email and then I'll get right back to it. So I can't type when I'm not looking. Okay. Go back down. Okay. Anyway, you have to, one of the requirements for graduation is you have to have a portfolio. Have you heard, has anybody not heard that they have a portfolio that they have to keep? There are assignments in every class that are appropriate for your portfolio, and there will be assignments in here. So be sure and hang on to everything that you submit and everything that you get back. Like when a paper has been graded and you've gotten it back, download it and save it in a file in case you want to look at use it for your portfolio later on. Okay? Okay, so now we're to questions. And let me end my slideshow. Okay, now I can see you all again. Okay. Can you, I'm looking at some of the chat questions. Can you access old assignments? How old of assignment? Who asked that question? From previous classes? I'm not positive about that. I think you can. But I would, pardon?
This is Shelley. I called technology and asked them that question the other day, and they said that we had to get a hold of the teacher who taught it.
Okay, and because people have changed.
Yeah. So I don't know, the department may have to see if they've got some kind of access to it.
Yeah, I would download them now as you go and save them in a file. I wouldn't wait to do it later. I would do it now. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions.
Dr. Brooks?
Yes.
With those assignments, does it have to be the graded ones, or can we just turn in I've been saving mine just in documents, not downloading them. So do you need the graded ones, or is it okay just to submit what we have?
I would say you should be fine just saving the ones that you have.
Okay, thank you.
They don't have to be the graded ones. I would save the ones that were the better grades. I mean, those are the ones that I put a star beside that you might want to use.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are there any other questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The portfolio, let's see, should I push this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The portfolio isn't that the same as the comprehensive exam?
No.
No,
It's
that's a
separate.
different thing.
It's a separate thing. The comprehensive exam is something that you'll take on campus, I think. It's like 4 hours or something like that.
Okay.
It's something that you will submit.
Okay, and that's not to be confused with the what's the name of it?
Praxis.
PDF. No,
Praxis.
Test. Yeah, not to be confused with praxis.
No, it's separate.
Yeah.
I just got an email from my advisor today saying that we don't have to do the comprehensive exams anymore, that the portfolio
Yeah.
took care of the exam.
Yeah, that's where I'm confused.
Okay, and see, I'm new to the program, and I assumed you had to do both.
Well, yeah, I did too, and I think it might have changed. So the portfolio is extremely important then.
Very important.
Yeah.
And in every class, there are things that you'll want to save. I would save everything for a while until you figure out, because there's different categories for your portfolio that you want to highlight different things.
Yeah.
And so it's nice if you have a variety of things that you can choose from. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Can you unmute yourself?
Am I on mute?
Angela.
Angela, yeah, from what my understanding is also that we no longer have to do the comprehensive, that the portfolio replaced the comprehensive.
Okay, for trying to talk, it looks like WIEIES. Unmute yourself so that I can hear you.
It's not me.
You have on a pink, let me see if I can unmute you.
Yeah, Angela.
Oh, that's Angela Taylor.
Angela Taylor, you are muted.
Yes.
Angela.
Sorry, I just clicked something. I was good. I don't have any questions.
There you
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, so you're going to learn more about the portfolio as you go. I would save what you have, all of your assignments this time, because you're going to be, in 806, you're going to be writing an IEP or parts of an IEP and putting it together. So when you do your final submission, that's a really important thing because that shows that you know what you're doing. You know, and so there's assignments in every class that you're going to want to save. So until you know which ones you want to use in your portfolio, save them all. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's just a precaution. Okay, so if I can, let me see if I can get back to doing this. I'm going to try and move this back to my other screen. Maybe I can't. The dates that I have for the webinars for the different classes are on the class schedules.
Oh, okay.
They're highlighted. Next week, every one of you has a webinar. There's one on Monday night and there's 2 on Tuesday night, I think. And I'm only going to do the webinars at the beginning of the different modules, and so they come at different times during the semester. So we're not going to have a lot of webinars, but when there's a new module coming in, I want to be able to explain it and make sure you understand what you're supposed to do. Give you a chance to ask questions and have them answered before I turn you loose with it. Okay?
You mentioned that we can do assignments in advance. Is that correct?
Would you repeat that? You were very soft.
You mentioned that we can do assignments in advance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Once you complete that balance activity that you have to have, then you can work at your own pace, but make sure that you're on track and doing them correctly because you don't want to submit something and not do well.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will post the video of tonight's recording on the announcements in Blackboard for all 3 classes tomorrow, because it has to go through the cloud and be, I don't know, whatever it has to be done, and then I can post it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you'll have access to it tomorrow. I forgot to do about the first 3 or 4 minutes, but so you'll have what I got done. But I'll put the PowerPoint separately too, so you can see my notes in the PowerPoint. If you look at the notes view, okay.
That's something that I want to do. I don't know if I will be able to do, but I hope to do in advance, so don't be overwhelming. Thank you.
Sure. This is the only webinar that I planned on recording. If I move them to later in the evening instead of doing them at 7:30, if we go, because we're not going to take an hour. If I go to 8:30 instead, will the people on the West Coast, will you be able to attend easier?
Yeah, I will be fine.
Would that, because that would be 6:30 your time, right?
No. Central time. I'm sorry. I'm Central time. Sorry.
Okay. Somebody said they were on the Oregon coast.
That puts it at 8:30 on my side because it's 9:02 right now where I'm at.
So it makes it a little bit late for you, but could you still attend?
If they were videotaped, then I could watch them.
The only trouble with videotaping is people tend to not show up and they tend to not watch them on their own time. And then grades slide desperately.
Oof,
And so
I don't want that.
it's, yeah, and nobody wants that. It's kind of departmental policy that they're not recorded and they're not posted. So I really struggle because I know everybody's busy and has schedules that make it really hard. So I'm not real sure. I will ask again, but if we do an 8:30 Central Time video or video chat, we would be done by 9 Central Time. And so that works?
Okay. Yeah, that'd be 10.
That's okay? So I'm going to adjust. So then I'm going to have to change the webinars that I have scheduled for next week, because I know I have one on Monday night that's earlier, and then I had 2 on Tuesday night back to back. So I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 instead. Does that Wednesday night crunch anybody's church night?
I can't do Wednesday nights.
Which class are you in?
867.
You know, I can do them on Saturday mornings if that works. I mean, no? Okay, so 867, no Wednesday night?
Yeah, I teach youth group, so I can't do it on Wednesday night. Now, you mentioned the Zoom meetings for Monday and Tuesday next week. Do we just need to attend one of those or both of those?
No, there's only one.
Just one, okay.
From now on, because I've got everybody combined tonight because it was all the same introduction. From now on, there'll only be one class at a time. And so
Okay.
I have 806, and then I have 822, and then I have 867. So I think I have 806 on Monday and 822 on Tuesday and 867 on Tuesday, back to back. So who could not do the early one? What class are you in? Somebody speak up. You said that you couldn't do an early one.
867.
Okay, so we need to do 867 late at 8:30. So I'll move it to Tuesday at 8:30 instead of 7:30, okay? And then I think it's 822s at 7
Okay.
on, I think, anyway, it's on your schedule. And because of sharing my screen, or because of all of your photos, I can't access my calendar right now, okay? Okay, so do you have any questions about anything? Have you looked through the schedule?
I was curious about the CITI training.
Uh-huh.
I got myself registered, I think, but where do I find the actual training? I guess I haven't done that before.
There's a link in there that takes you to it.
Link on the Blackboard?
Uh-huh. There's a link in the assignments. When you open up the assignments or the modules, there's links for everything that you're going to do. It takes you right to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Class are you? Class is
We've
yours.
already done that for a different class. Can we just use the same certification?
Yes. Well, how recent is it?
Like within the last year?
Yeah. I think you have to send in a copy of your certificate for
Okay.
to show that you completed it, if I remember correctly. Okay. You have your certificate?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. No, I think once you go through it, I think it's good for 5 years is what I thought.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I think, but,
Certificate you're talking about?
pardon?
Which certificate is she talking about?
When you go through the CITI training, that's required in one of the classes, you get a certificate and you submit that certificate for your group.
22?
No, I think it's 867, correct?
Yeah. And 801.
Yeah, and if you've already done it for 801,
Yeah.
then you don't need to do it again.
Oh, okay.
You just need to send in your certificate.
I uploaded the link for mine that I did in 801, and if it's wrong, please let me know. I think
Okay.
it's the right one, but I don't know.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. And, you know, so many things that you do, if you submit and then you realize, oh my gosh, that was my rough draft, that wasn't my final copy, and I sent the wrong one in, email me and I will have you submit the correct one through email, and then I can still grade it, okay? Because I've done that. I mean, it happens. Or you submit it to the wrong class, you're in a hurry. People are human and we make mistakes, so it's okay. We'll work with it. Okay?
Thank
So are there
you.
any other questions? Okay, I see a whole lot of chat. Let me see if I can, are there questions on the chat? I don't think anybody is in favor of doing the sessions on Saturday, so I think that's out. Is it direct instruction? Is that what your DI stands for on your class that you're taking? Okay.
Oh.
Somebody's trying to answer. Okay, are there?
Are you going to, for 867, we were talking about 830. Are we going to do 830 on each subsequent? Okay. So the same dates that you have in 830.
The same dates, we'll just move them to 830.
Okay.
Okay, and I will go in and I will change, if you haven't printed out the schedule, I'll go in and I'll change the schedule tomorrow and re-upload it. Okay?
Okay.
On the city program, I uploaded 2 different certificates. One was a basic and refresher course, and then my instructor for 801 told me that I had to do the clinical research. So I don't know which one. I did them both, and I uploaded them for you.
Okay, that's good. I've got them that way. Okay, so I will change the time for the 867 webinars to 8:30, all the way down. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions?
So I'm assuming that you will, excuse me, assign randomly who you'd like for us to meet with, or, you know.
You mean for group projects? I'm going to let you pick your groups.
Okay. And, okay.
Some of you know each other and would like to work together. So I'm going to let you pick your groups. There's, I think, 8 groups that you can sign up for on those projects on the list. And so you just form your own group. And then if someone is not in a group, I will assign that person to a group. Okay.
Okay, and that is on, probably on the tabs somewhere where we can sign up.
It's not even on the tabs on the left-hand side. It's when you go into the assignments, when you're ready for the.
Oh, and to go into the assignments.
It's in there.
Okay.
So if we don't know anybody, can we just put our name on one of those, or do we just wait
You can
until?
just put your name on one and it'll be fine. And then somebody else will join you. Okay?
Thanks.
Sure. 806 is going to stay the same time. I'm not going to move 806 or 822 webinars. I'm only going to move 867. Does that work for everybody?
Muy bien.
Okay. Anything else for the good of the order? Everybody clear on what's going on?
Yes.
Okay. I saw JR had a question about the 806. If you go into the schedule, if you go to the tabs on Blackboard, there is a tab that says Schedule Syllabus, and click on that, and then you open the schedule. You can see all of the due dates, all of the assignments, and you can see when the webinars are. And they are at the beginning of each of the modules. It's when those dates are. It's in the first week of those modules. Okay. Any other questions? Did I hit everybody's question?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I want to know one more thing. How many of you are graduating this year? Hands up.
I'm trying.
How many of you are teaching now? Everybody but one or two, right?
I'm teaching high school.
Good. Okay. So you have access to students?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm teaching Spanish and I'm doing that's one of my questions. I'm doing the SPED master in order to help my students. I don't want to have my certification because I don't want the district to assign me as a SPED teacher. Because,
okay.
Yeah, no, because, you know, in the Spanish area, we don't have any SPED teaching in our classroom. So it's very difficult for us if you don't know, and you know exactly, because with the IEP, we don't have all the picture of the student. We know what the accommodations are. So in a way, knowing a little more, I can make the class successful for them and don't be so frustrating when they cannot achieve their goals.
Which of the three classes are you in? What number?
A22.
Practicum?
But yes, but I'm starting from the end. The first two classes that I did when in summer, I did 867, 805, 6, I think. So I started from the end instead of starting from the beginning.
Yes. I think 806 would be a good one for you to take too.
Yeah, I think I did. That's what I did. 806. Yeah.
Okay, I think that would help you also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if nobody needs anything, I'll talk to you all next week. Monday, Tuesday nights are the webinars for the individual classes. Okay. If you need anything, I'm here to help, and I will bend over backwards to do all that I can to help you, but you have to let me know what you need, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll do Professor Brooks, because I'm not the computer whiz.
You just upgraded me. I am not a professor. I am not Brooks, okay?
Doctor, whatever, please help me.
Okay. No problem. Okay. I will see you all next week. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
I will post the video.
Hasta la vista.
I will post the video tomorrow. Okay.